Hello and welcome to a how-to video for editing chart of accounts. We're going to cover a variety of different topics here regarding chart of accounts. We're going to show you how to access it, how to add a new account, how to modify segments within the account, how to edit a current account, meaning if you'd like to change the name. I'm going to show you how to delete an account if you need to. And then also, we're going to show you how to move an account. So let's say you make an error and you accidentally add it to the wrong area in chart of accounts. We can show you how to move that around. So first thing we're going to go to is chart of accounts. So in financials here, we have chart of accounts, and we also have edit chart of accounts. I will touch on edit chart of accounts here in a little bit. So first thing we do, we're going to open up chart of accounts. In a quick overview, we're going to show you that we have our drawers all over here on the right. We have all of our title accounts, and then we have our accounts below those here in this structure. Those are all broken down by level. Right now I have this opened up to level 10, which is going to show anything all the way down through 10 levels if it happened to go that far. This one here currently goes to 4, so these are on level 4 down here. And now what I'm going to show you is how to add a new account. Important thing to know when you're adding a new account this way is I want to highlight, let's say I want to put it under this title account. I'm going to highlight that title account first, and then I know it's going to drop down into this area right here. So what I'll do, I'm going to click Add. So in our icon bar here, there's a little button for Add. It's a box with an arrow to the right. And then it's going to open up in Add mode here. And it's going to ask me to define my account. So I will need to supply it with an account number. The character limit on this one is defined in your account segmentation and typically done when the database is created here. So the number of characters are there. I'm going to say that my first segment is 01. I happen to know what that is, but you can also search this. There's a little bubble in here. 01 is the only one, so it's going to show that, but let's do it on the next one here. So the second segment here is, here's my search list, and right now I only have 001. Third one. Now let's open this one up, and while we're at it, let's add a new segment here. So let's open this up and say I want a new segment. Here's my segment codes. So this is one way to get in here. So I'm going to go into number 2. I'm going to create a new test segment, give it a short name, and now this one's going to be 02. Now let's give this a name here. Now down below there's some other settings here that you can identify if you'd like. There is a confidential button that you can tap into to make this confidential to certain users. You can see that this is going to be level 4 along with the rest of these. This is the account currency here. It's going to stay on the dollar. Account type you can label here. Let's say this is a sales account. And it's going to open up some other options down below. Account types, if it happens to be a control account, you can block manual posting. You can make this a cash account, whatever you'd like to identify on this one. Let's just make it a cash account for now. Then once we're ready here, we're going to add. And it drops it in right here. Okay. Now, next piece here is I'm going to go back into account segmentation since we created a new one here. In the menu, this is going to be under Administration, Setup, Financials, and Account Segmentation. And we're going to see the different types of accounts here. So we have our natural account, and like I said, this has a character limit of 8 here. And then the size of number 2 is going to be 2, 3, and 2. And we have a name for these. These can be customized. In this test database, we have division, region, and department. And like you saw before, if you wanted to add new to this, you could double click here. And you could add more if you'd like. And again, the setup of this is typically done whenever the database is created, as far as what these names are, what the sizes are. So, if you even have that many segments, it does not have to be this long. It can simply be the natural account if you'd like. That's just something to put out there. So now back to our chart of accounts here. So let's say I want to make some edits to this, and there's a couple different ways to do it. One, if you're in chart of accounts, let's say I open this up and I'm going to go to my test name here. Let's say I want to change this and just want to remove the name. You can just change the descriptions right here, and you could update it from there. So now it is test instead of test name. Now a couple other things. Let's say I want to move it around. Let's say I want to delete it. Here's where we can go into edit chart of accounts. So let's go back to our menu here. We'll go to edit chart of accounts, and it's going to ask me where I want to go. What do I want to look at? So let's just say we're going to bring everything up. So I'm going to select all, hit OK. Then here's my chart of accounts here. So this is everything I got here. So I'm going to find my test account, and let's open that up and start interacting with it. Now let's say you wanted to delete this. You can right click on it and simply delete account. There's a caveat to this. If you see that this is in green, meaning it's being used in the system, typically in the GL account determination, it will not let you delete it. Also, transactions, if there are transactions against it, you will not be able to delete these. So we're going to open this up, and it's going to display it over here. So let's say I wanted to move it. So I didn't want this in the this asset drawer. You could relabel that into a different place. So you're going to go to liabilities. Here are all the accounts within that, or the title accounts within that. So as you see, as I'm moving it, it's moving it. Now, where do you want it in the drawer? So you can say I can move it to first, and so on and so forth. Okay. Now, I'm not going to save that because this doesn't belong in the payroll liabilities, but for the sake of the example, that's where I moved it. That change won't happen until you hit update. So I will cancel that out of there. Okay, and that concludes our video on chart of accounts. Thank you for watching this video. As always, please reach out to us here at Support One with any questions. Click on the link to subscribe for more content.